Then we have night prayers. Bi-idhnillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. Night prayers. Inshallah, we can volunteer, brother or sister who would like to read. Muhammad.
Offering prayers at night, inside and outside of Ramadan, is highly recommended after worship.
Not obligatory, highly recommended. And not just in Ramadan, but outside of Ramadan as well. Highly recommended to pray at night.
The legislation of the night prayers was laid down during the early Meccan period.
The early Meccan period, when the Prophet still was in Mecca and the Muslims lived as a minority, and before the prayers were obligatory, Allah sent down verses in the Quran about the night prayer, about the prayer at night, which shows the importance and the virtue, is that it's an ancient Islamic concept.
The time for the night prayers begins from after Maghrib until Fajr.
When do you make the night prayers? A very commonly asked question. The earliest is after Maghrib, not Isha, not after you go to sleep, after the setting of the sun. And the latest is until what? On the mic. The latest is when? Until Fajr.
With exceptions to after Salat al-Fajr for missed night prayers.
With exceptions to making up missed night prayers after Salat al-Fajr. If you missed witr that you normally make, you missed the specific number of rak'at that you normally make, and for one reason or another you couldn't, it is permissible, according to many of the people of the past, to make them up after Salat al-Fajr. Moving forward.
The most virtuous night prayers are those made after one sleep.
The most virtuous, the best of the best, is to go to sleep first and to wake up, and then commence those night prayers. But that's not mandatory, but that's most virtuous.
Then after the entrance of the first third of the night.
The first third of the night. How many thirds of the night are there? What is a third of a night? What does this mean, a third of the night? What does this mean, a third of the night? 4 hours? What does this mean, a third of the night? Thuluthul layl. What does that mean, guys? How many parts of the night are there? Parts of the night? 3 parts. Why not 4 parts? Or why not 8 parts of the night? In other words, it's like a basic fraction. It's like a basic what, Sheikh No? Basic fraction. You have a pizza. You can cut it in what? Half or fourths or eighths. وهكذا. So one of the ways of slicing the time at night is to divide it into what? Everybody clear this? So in other words, if there are 8 hours at nighttime, you're going to do what? The first third of the night is when? How many hours? How long? 2.5? 2.5 and? Which maybe we're speaking a different language, guys. I thought I was talking English. 3, that's 9 hours. So let's say roughly 2.5. 2.5 and what? 2.5. So therefore, Salat al-Maghrib comes in. Okay? The time begins now. I go to sleep, and the first third of the night has come in. How long is between Maghrib and Isha? Approximately or roughly is what? Hour and a half. An hour and a half, roughly. So therefore, Maghrib comes in. An hour and a half later, I make Salat al-Isha. How long, or how many hours remain for the first third of the night? 1 hour. I go to sleep for how long? 30 minutes. I go to sleep for what? 30 minutes. The first third of the night has officially entered, not finished. It's officially what? Entered. Everybody clear on this? Moving forward. It says here, then after midnight. That's the next level. We have the bronze medal, and then we have the what? The silver and the gold. After half of the night has went by, then it's even better to begin your what? Your night prayers. It's better to begin your what, guys? Your night prayers. Moving forward.
What we know for sure is that the Messenger of Allah never offered more than 11 to 13 minutes of voluntary night prayer.
That's what we know for sure, guys, is that the Messenger of Allah ﷺ never made more than 13 rak'at at night. 11 to 13. Is it haram to do more? Is it a bid'ah to do more? What does the ulama say about this? What did Umar radiallahu anhu, so on and so forth? What we know yaqeenan is that Muhammad's guidance is never to make more than 13 units. Moving forward. Yalla Muhammad. Gotta be quick.
People of knowledge hold to view that it is lawful and not an act of innovation to offer more than 13 units in whatever unlimited amount.
Many, not all, but many of the people of knowledge, of past and of present. Many of the people of knowledge, Ahlul Hadith, Ahlul Ilm, they hold the view that it is permissible and it is not an act of innovation. It's not bid'ah to make more than 13 units and whatever unlimited amount. 20, 40, whatever you decide to make. Moving forward.
The least amount of units you can offer is one.
The least. And this is a very important benefit, brothers and sisters. If you're tired, if you're traveling, if you're stressed, if you're sick, do not go to sleep unless you make at least 1 unit of prayer. The least that you can offer. The least that you can what? That you can offer. Moving forward.
Witr is a highly recommended act of worship that should not be left off.
Witr, we said, is a highly recommended act of worship. We didn't say obligatory. We did not say it is fard. We said it's highly recommended and it should not be left off. Whether you're traveling, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, whether you're sick, you should always at least try your best to make what? Witr. Moving forward.
Description of the various styles of offering witr.
It's more than one way of making witr. It's not haram to do it in a different way, a different style. There's more than one what? More than one way. Number one.
To just make 1 unit.
1 unit, as we just explained. Number 2.
To make 3 units with just 1 tashahhud.
3 rak'at with 1 tashahhud. 1 tashahhud. In other words, you didn't sit in the second. You made the tashahhud and the taslim at the end. At the what? At the end. Everybody understand me? At the end. Moving forward.
To make 5 units and just 1 tashahhud at the end.
5 units. 1 tashahhud at the end.
To make 7 units and make just 1 tashahhud at the end. He also has the option of offering the tashahhud in the 6th unit. Stand up to complete the 7 and then make the taslim.
Yalla Muhammad.
To offer 9 units, make the tashahhud in the 8th unit. Stand up to complete the 9th unit and then offer the additional tashahhud and then the taslim. It is recommended for those who offer 3 units to recite Surah Al-Ala in the first, Al-Kafirun in the second, and Ikhlas in the third. Whoever intends to offer the night prayer but instead oversleeps will receive the reward as if he actually offered it. Anyone who oversleeps the witr should make it up between the time of the Fajr prayer and the time of Dhuhr prayer.
Duha.
The Dhuhr prayer. It is reported that a healthy number of companions of the Messenger of Allah used to offer the witr prayer between the Adhan and the Iqam, or Salat al-Fajr. Anyone who misses the night prayer should make it up during the time of Dhuhr prayer and in the exact manner in which he normally offers it at night.
Reciting it out loud, long, short, in the exact same way that you would do it when it's dark outside.
If you feel confident in waking up at the later part of the night to offer witr,
that's best. If you know, or if you feel confident, because your normal body clock, the alarm clock, your phone, your husband, your wife, your roommate, your cat jumping on you, waking you up, if you feel confident that you're going to get up and pray in the wee hours, that's the best time to make the witr prayer, and not in the early time. If you don't feel confident, then do what? Pray, then go to sleep.
But if you don't make it before sleeping, it is recommended to offer 2 to 3 units of prayer before the actual night prayer. Those who offer the night prayer sitting down without an excuse will receive half the reward of those who pray standing up. And those who offer it lying down will receive half the reward of those who offer it sitting down. It is recommended to offer the night prayer in congregation.
Not obligatory. Not obligatory. Recommended. Preferable. In the month of Ramadan.
And also permissible to offer it in congregation outside of the month of Ramadan.
Outside of the month of Ramadan, you can pray night prayer in congregation.
Such as in one's house, but not on a regular basis.
Not every day, every night practice. In other words, husband comes home, they eat, they sleep, they wake up, he wakes up his wife and his children, and they all pray at night in his house. But it shouldn't be done every single day. In other words, you can make Taraweeh in your home, with your family, with your friends, your brothers, whoever you live and stay with.
The imam of the night prayer should not offer the qunut every single night.
Every single night, the qunut should not be done. Every single night in the Taraweeh prayer. Occasionally, from time to time.
The imam should be mindful of the authentic sunnah and the state of people regarding the nature and event and style of his dua in qunut.
The imam has to be mindful. 20 minutes in qunut, 30 minutes in qunut, an hour in qunut. Every word rhymes. It sounds beautiful. It sounds perfect. It sounds eloquent. That's not the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. If you happen to rhyme, alhamdulillah. If you feel that the people have vigor and stamina, ameen. You can feel the energy, labas. But to be mindful of the people that are tired, sick, they want to go home, they want to sleep, they want to work. So be mindful of your qunut. And it is not to be meant as a means of singing, and rhyming. It's a dua that you offer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala moving forward.
That which the Prophet ﷺ taught Hussein ibn Ali anhuma was to say,
Allahumma ihdini fi man afait. Towards the end of that dua.
Those who stand with the imam for the entire Taraweeh will receive the reward as it then pray the entire night. If you offer the unit with the imam in Taraweeh, you should stay with him until he finishes his witr as well.
No matter how long it may be, if he sings, if he rhymes, if you're tired, you should stay with the imam. Do not leave the imam. Pray with the imam.
From that which has been reported regarding what to say at the end of the witr before the tasbih.
Says here, Muhammad says, Allahumma inni a'udhu bi ridaka min sakhatik wa bi mu'afatik min uqubatik wa a'udhu bika mink la uhsi thana'an alayk anta kama athnayta ala nafsik. And also, Subhana al-Malik al-Quddus, Subhana al-Malik al-Quddus, Subhana al-Malik al-Quddus, elongating it and raising your voice on the third time.